Today, we're diving headfirst into a political whirlwind that's captured the nation's attention, a story that's not just about political jabs, but about the very core of how we talk about disability, respect, and the increasingly volatile climate of American politics. This incident, unfolding against the backdrop of a human rights campaign event in Los Angeles, a place typically associated with inclusivity and advocacy, has ignited a firestorm of debate. Let's set the stage. Representative Jasmine Crockett, a Democrat from Texas, took the podium, and in a moment that quickly went viral, she referred to Texas Governor Greg Abbott as Governor Hot Wheels and followed up with a hot mess. Now, for those of you who might not be fully aware, Governor Abbott has been confined to a wheelchair since a tragic 1984 accident where a falling tree caused severe spinal cord injuries. This context is absolutely critical to understanding the gravity of Crockett's words. The immediate reaction was explosive. Social media platforms erupted with a cacophony of voices, news outlets scrambled to cover the breaking story, and the political landscape was instantly polarized. Many, and I mean a significant portion of the public, perceived Crockett's remarks as a direct, personal attack on Governor Abbott's disability. The phrase Governor Hot Wheels, in particular, was widely condemned as dismissive and mocking, a blatant disregard for the governor's personal challenges. The hot mess edition only intensified the outrage, painting a picture of disrespect that resonated deeply with many viewers. It's essential to emphasize the context here. The United States is currently navigating a period of intense political division, and this incident served as a stark reminder of the deep-seated animosity that permeates our discourse. Governor Abbott's personal history, his resilience in the face of adversity, adds another layer of sensitivity to the situation. This isn't just about political rhetoric, it's about human dignity, about the respect we owe to individuals regardless of their physical condition. The incident quickly transcended partisan lines, sparking a national conversation about the boundaries of political speech and the need for greater empathy in our public discourse. The setting of the incident at a human rights event added a layer of irony that many people were quick to point out. The backlash against Representative Crockett was immediate and intense. Republicans, disability rights advocates, and even some within the Democratic Party expressed their disapproval, arguing that her comments crossed a line into personal attacks. Critics accused her of being insensitive and disrespectful, pointing out the irony of her words being spoken at an event dedicated to human rights. The calls for accountability were swift, with some lawmakers even suggesting formal censure. However, Crockett was not willing to back down. She clarified that her comments were not intended as a mockery of Governor Abbott's disability. Instead, she asserted that her criticism was directed solely at his policies, particularly his handling of immigration issues. The hot mess remark, she argued, was a pointed critique of his political actions, not a reflection on his physical condition. She also pointed out what she perceived as hypocrisy among Republicans, citing their support for figures like Donald Trump, who has a history of making disparaging remarks about individuals with disabilities. Despite her explanations, the incident further deepened the already existing political divide. Democrats and Republicans offered sharply contrasting interpretations of Crockett's comments, with each side viewing the situation through their own partisan lens. The incident became a flashpoint for broader debates about political rhetoric, civility, and respect, highlighting the growing polarization in American politics. This event was not just a simple disagreement, it was a symbol of the current political climate. The event also highlighted the fact that in the current age, any comment can be captured and then spread rapidly, causing a huge amount of damage very quickly. Governor Abbott's response to Crockett's comments was equally strong and decisive. He characterized her remarks as indicative of a larger problem within the Democratic Party, arguing that the focus on personal insults and inflammatory language was detrimental to productive political discourse. Abbott's team emphasized his resilience and his ability to overcome adversity, using the incident to highlight his strength of character. He made numerous appearances on news networks, including Fox News, to amplify his message and frame the narrative. The incident also raised important questions about how disability is portrayed and discussed in the political arena. It sparked conversations about the need for greater sensitivity and awareness when addressing individuals with disabilities, and disability rights advocates called for politicians to be held accountable for their words and actions. The incident served as a stark reminder of the importance of respectful dialogue, particularly when dealing with sensitive issues. Beyond the immediate political fallout, the controversy became a focal point for discussions about the decline of civility in American politics. Many commentators expressed concern about the increasing use of personal attacks and inflammatory language, arguing that such rhetoric undermines the integrity of our political system. The incident highlighted the growing toxicity of the political climate, where personal insults often overshadow substantive policy debates. The concern about the decline of civility has been a common conversation in recent years, and this event has added more fuel to that fire. The incident involving Representative Crockett and Governor Abbott raised a number of significant legal and ethical considerations. From a legal standpoint, questions arose about the potential for defamation claims, with some legal experts arguing that Crockett's comments could be construed as damaging to the governor's reputation. The Americans with Disabilities Act (ADA) also came into play, with some suggesting that her remarks might constitute a violation of protections against disability discrimination. However, even if there were no clear-cut legal violations, the ethical implications of Crockett's comments were undeniable. Many questioned the appropriateness of her language, regardless of its legal standing, arguing that elected officials have a responsibility to maintain a certain level of decorum in their public statements. The incident sparked a broader debate about the ethical responsibilities of politicians and the need for greater civility in our political discourse. Furthermore, the role of social media in amplifying the controversy cannot be overstated. The incident quickly spread across various platforms, fueling the outrage and contributing to the polarization of public opinion. The rapid dissemination of information, often without proper context, highlighted the challenges of navigating political discourse in the digital age. The speed at which information spreads now makes it very hard to control the narrative and can lead to a lot of misinformation. The social media aspect of this added a layer of complexity to the entire event.